TikTok trends come and go, having a lifespan of a rat. Specifically in the art community, people draw, people post, and people move on. I personally think that it is a generationally motivated thing, and it has been prevalent since like the millennial to Gen Z generation. And alongside that, it shaped who people are today, including me. But for today's video, I want to tackle this new epidemic of haters winning issue, if you could even call it that. Hello everyone, and yes, I brought back the script for this video, or quite literally every single video that I'm probably gonna post from now. Don't hold me on that, but I felt like today it was really necessary, because honestly, I think this video needs better structure since, well, this is kind of an unpopular opinion, so let's get everything out of the way first. Disclaimer, I just want to say first of all that people might say that this is a non-issue, which I totally understand to an extent, okay? However, I am only tackling this from an analysis perspective. I honestly find it funny myself and have no drastic issues with it, but I do have my own set of problems when it comes to this epidemic or phenomenon or whatever it is. But yeah, still, I hope this video gives more info and possibly gives you more of a perspective on this topic and occurrence. And this is not necessarily a, oh, you're a bad person for believing in this or something like that, but it's more of like a recollection, an analyzation of what is happening in this sort of trend or this occurrence, so that we can all collectively share opinions about this in general. So yeah, if you want to follow me, all of my socials are down below, and if you want to join the Baronverse, the link to my Discord will be shown on screen and down below. I love all my little pookies. I love seeing all of the art on my Discord server. So if you want a place to just talk, share your art, and quite literally anything, join down the Discord. We need more people. With that being said, let's delve into it. Haters winning has been around for a very long time. However, based on my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, it has not really been a trendy thing. It usually is portrayed in revenge or movies, like, you know, when someone wants to one-up the person by being quote-unquote better than them, which honestly is found everywhere, but it has never really been well documented compared to today's generation, even labeling it as the phenomenon haters winning. So that's what I'm trying to get at, because in the past, it's usually just been here, done that, or like represented through movies or just personal matters that you meet face to face with people. But now it has a name. So let's get into what that sort of phenomenon is.
I think one of the riskiest things you can comment online is you do it then, right? You post something that you're proud of, you're feeling all good about it, and someone leaves a little nasty comment, a little, not that cool, gets under your skin. You're like, who the fuck is this guy, right? You're like, you do it then, huh? I'd like to see you do it better. Brother, you're in for a wild ride. Because time and time again on the internet, not only is the person on the other side of that screen a pure-born hater, they're also better than you. You think you're just messing with some like 14-year-old from Arkansas that like has a 75 in English? No, you're talking to Mozart. You're talking to Da Vinci. Just watching the haters succeed on the internet is one of my favorite things. Just trying to really test somebody. Okay, loser, you do it. Okay, I will.
Usually the formula of this supposed phenomenon is first, a person posts something on social media, probably showing people something that they bought, something they drew, which is the focus of this video, or talent. Then a person makes a snarky comment in the comment section with a very condescending or backhanded tone. These are beginner mistakes, but good on ya. Bro, this is so easy. Or, you know, just TS, bro, you for real? You know, all those types of shit. Then, if the person doesn't have a PR team, they would probably be annoyed by the comment, which honestly I would be too, not gonna lie. Morning, strawberries and cream calzone. So that made no sense. could you imagine? I think you would feel it too. If you were sharing something and then someone made a snarky comment, you would feel a certain way too about it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a content creator. So then the original poster would reply to it saying like, okay, well, why don't you do it better then? I would say this is not something I would reply to, honestly, but it technically still is valid because the person was still being shitty. So what would you do? You know, like no matter what you say, we are human, we get angry. Then the hater, who the person doesn't know, mind you, posts a video replying to that comment, essentially being better than the original poster. Then people will start praising the hater and start demeaning the original poster with backhanded comments or just straight up disrespect. But why does this happen exactly? Why do people usually forget morality and eventually siding with something that does not necessarily feel all that virtuous or kind? The first surface level thing I want to touch on is the topic of beauty and perfectionism. When you look at two things, you obviously would think that a painting with a more technical and visual appeal would look, well, appealing to you, therefore liking it more than the other. Kinda like food. Out of all the restaurants you ate in, somehow this one stands out the most because of its amazing food. This relates to my point that people will very much treat something differently based on their craft. How much awe would I give to someone when someone does it better? My second point relates to the generation itself. We live in a time where trends come and go and humor varies, but if there is one thing that I can gather that I personally have, the need to have self-awareness, abrasive confidence, and humor, as well as the fear of embarrassment. We clearly have a distinct type of humor that is different from most generations, that, you know, very cunty type of humor that no one can pierce. Sorry, to the people who don't know what that means, it's just, you know, having that sort of je ne sais quoi, or having that sort of personality that feels so self-aware. And influencers, TikTok personalities, and surprisingly, artists have this type of personality. I would like to have this personality too, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I sort of got that type of personality. My friends could differ or beg to differ, but I don't really care. But this can be very problematic. We tend to laugh at cringy or embarrassing things that people do on the internet. We tend to make laughs at something that is out of the of our definition of normal, or we praise someone for putting someone down if it's funny, or in Justin Bieber's words, clocking to us.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
You know, is it not clocking to you? Is it not clocking to you? This whole entire thing relates to this phenomenon. Like, think about it. The videos that reply to these posters have funny audio, simple text with a good drawing or good anything to overshadow the original poster's work.
This is the best edit of all time.
Tease is so easy, Lo.
You do it then, little bro.
It's funny, people laugh at it, therefore shifting the praise to the hater. Lastly, I want to end these points with this. We need to divert our attention to the bigger matter. We need to think about what got us here in the first place. These posts are fresh, and we don't know anything about the people on our phones, TVs, etc. We wouldn't care what happens because we don't know them, aside from the shit that they post. Which I want to bring this idea to the front that we should hold ourselves and other people accountable. Just because this person can make a Mona Lisa than this person doesn't mean that it negates the fact that this person is a bitch. Sorry, that sounds a little crazy. Let me reword it to a more simpler, kinder way. Just because someone can do something to a better technical level than this person doesn't change the fact that this person is still bad and what they did was still a bad thing. You know, we have people who are on the internet who are bad people, but they still, you know, get popular even though they're a bad person, because the algorithm is funny, and if they have a personality, people will like the personality, and no matter what, they would still like it. I feel like it ties into influencer culture and pop culture in general, because no matter what people do, people will still eat it up, or people will still eat the content that they are being served because they like the person's personality. And there's nothing more, nothing less. You can say how much you know a person on the internet, but I'm gonna be real with you, unless they're they're posting legit every single second, every single minute of their lives. I don't know. You don't know every single thing that's going on inside of their head because you don't know the person. Heck, I don't even know some of the people that I have in my life that I do know personally. So how much more would you know a person on the internet, you know? Which is why I think it relates to this whole haters winning, because it's funny. It's really funny. Actually, I laugh at these jokes sometimes, but we have to really lock in and tell ourselves that maybe we should just see where it draws the line, because people are going back to the original poster and harassing them, even though technically they are in the right. They are just angry. You would be angry too. And technically, this person did not say anything wrong. Or, okay, I say this person as if it's just a singular poster. But like these people who've been affected by this whole haters winning thing, they were technically in the right because they were just sharing what they want to share. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The whole criticism thing, I just want to let you guys know, if it's not asked, then why give it, you know? And it's the internet. You can tell me all you want that, oh, it's the internet and like you need to have tougher skin or whatever, but it's still there, and we should encourage kindness and ethical, is that how you say it? No, it's like etiquette. We need to exercise etiquette sometimes, and I feel like people are not respectful nowadays. The original posters are not perfect either. I want to get that straight. I want to remind content creators, including me, to not pay mind to people like this. Don't let them get to your skin, because with the way people are on social media and how they act when it comes to one-upping someone, it's kind of spooky. It's really scary. And not gonna lie, the audience loves that. That's the whole reason why TV is such a big force in the entertainment industry. But yeah, that is where I end this video. I want to say, first of all, I am not perfect. I sometimes do laugh at these jokes, and I am not saying to beat yourself up about it. I guess my point is that we should really stand up for what is right and protect people who honestly could have been you in a different situation. Don't excuse bad behavior, even if it, in your terms, this person is better, in quotation marks. Sometimes people can really just be mean, and you will never know what a person is going through. But you supporting this sort of makes it a problem. And I'm telling myself that too, because I laugh at these jokes sometimes, which, you know, I might sound hypocritical, but this video is just a reminder to everybody, or an informational perspective on this whole entire phenomenon, because, you know, we need to hold nuance to everything. And I hope you can hold yourself accountable or talk to yourself about what you think about this topic. And I don't know how many comments I'm gonna get about this, but I just hope that people understand where I'm coming from. And I'm not actually like berating people, nor have I actually experienced this whole thing. It's just like I'm an observer, and I love talking about the things that I observe on the internet. And this video is quite literally just that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have your own set of opinions, I encourage you to comment it down below, and I will try my best to respond to every single one of you. And I've been flopping again. I'm on my flop era, but I still love the people who watch my videos, my subscribers, and thank you guys so much again for watching. Have a nice day, night, afternoon, and maybe even midnight for all of those Omegaverse, Beta, and Alphabetverse out there. Baron signing off.